portion of the mind. If you understand them and if you understand how they function, you will be experiencing them. That will be very helpful. The four major segments of the mind. First segment of the mind. In the language of those days, in Buddha's words, it was called Vijnana. The nearest English translation of that can be consciousness. First part of the mind, consciousness. Its job is to cognize. All the six sense doors we have, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the body, skin and the mind. All the six sense doors have six separate vijnanas, six separate consciousness. Eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, mind consciousness. Six vijnanas. Something comes in contact at any sense door. A sound comes in contact at the ear sense door and the ear consciousness will arise. A shape, a form, a color, a light comes in contact with the eye sense door. Eye consciousness will arise. Smell comes in contact with the nose. Nose consciousness will arise. Taste comes in contact with the tongue. Tongue consciousness will arise. Something tangible comes in contact with the body. Body consciousness will arise. A thought, a emotion comes in contact with the mind. Mind consciousness will arise. These six consciousness, their job is to cognize. Something has happened. Ear consciousness. A sound has come in contact with the ear. Ear consciousness arises. Look, something has happened. And immediately another part of the mind will raise its head. In the language of those days it was called sanya. The nearest English translation can be perception. Its job is to recognize. A sound has come in contact with the ear. The first part will say something has happened at the ear sense door. That's all. And the second part will try to recognize what has happened. Words. What words? Words of abuse or words of praise. It recognizes with all the experience of the past, all the conditioning of the past and all the memory of the past, it recognizes. And not only recognizes, it gives an evaluation. Words of abuse, oh, very bad. Words of praise, ah, wonderful. And as soon as this second part has done its job, third part starts working. In the language of those days it was called Vedana, sensations, experiencing sensations on the body. As soon as evaluation is given that these are words of praise and wonderful, you will notice there is a flow of very subtle and pleasant vibrations. Throughout the body there is a flow of pleasant vibration because the evaluation is that these are very good words. Words of abuse and evaluation given very bad, and you find there is a flow of very unpleasant sensation on the body. The third part of the mind experiences sensations on the body, pleasant, unpleasant. And then immediately the fourth part of the mind raises its head. In the language of those days it was called sankhara. Its job is to react. This word, remember, I will be using it again and again throughout this coming 6 days, sankhara. It is actually the motivation of the mind, the reaction of the mind. And it is something which is a heap of action. The first cognizing is not an action, it will not give any fruit. Recognizing is not an action, it won't give any fruit. Feeling is not an action, it won't give any fruit. But this sankhara, the reaction, this is an action. This gives fruit. Because you repeatedly, you keep on repeating it, words of praise, pleasant sensation, and this part of the mind keeps repeating, I want it more, I want more, craving, clinging, continuously craving, clinging. Words of abuse, unpleasant sensation, this part of the mind reacting, aversion, hatred, I don't like it, I want to get rid of it, aversion, continuous aversion. This sankhara, this is the volition of the mind which results into mental action, and this gives fruit. How deep is your sankhara? How strong is the seed? What is the quality of this sankhara? That kind of fruit will come. There are three types of sankharas. One keeps on generating three types of sankharas. Wholesome, unwholesome, leave aside. Three kinds of sankharas. One is like a line drawn on the water. As you draw, so it gets eliminated. As you draw, so it gets eliminated. Second is like a line drawn on the beach, sand. Morning you have drawn a line, by evening it got eliminated. And the third is like a line drawn on rock, deep line with chisel and hammer, very deep. It takes years together to get it eradicated, but very deep line. This third one is very dangerous. And this is what we keep on doing. When you keep on repeating anger, and you keep on repeating anger, hatred, passion, fear, worry, anxiety, depression, all these defilements, you keep on repeating, it goes deeper, and it gives deeper results. Much more misery it will give. This you will understand more and more as you practice this technique, the functioning of the mind, these four sectors of the mind, their relation with the body, the interaction of the two, how one keeps on influencing the other, how one gets influenced by the other, how the sankhara that I am generating is becoming deeper, how if I am more alert, attentive, aware, they don't go so deep and I am coming out of my misery, that becomes clearer and clearer. Whole day you have been generating sankhara after sankhara. Every time something is happening deep inside, some sensation and you react, some sensation and you react. Every moment you are doing that. Night you go to bed and you try to remember how many sankharas are generated the whole day. You can't remember. Countless sankharas. You will remember just one or two which had very deep impression on you. Oh, today I did like this which I should not have done. I reacted like this which I should not have reacted. Just one or two. At the end of the month you try to remember these deep sankharas. Each day one or two. At the end of month, not 30 or 60. At the end of month again one or two which were very deep for the whole month. At the end of year also, just one or two which were very deep for the whole year. Similarly at the end of the life, whether you like it or not, some sankhara which is very deep will come on the surface. At the time of death, that moment, the mind moment, is carrying this type of sankhara. The next mind is a child of this mind. The first mind of the next life is a child of the last mind of this life. Like father, like son, it will carry all the qualities, good or bad, with it. If this last mind is full of pebbles and stones, the next mind, that means the first mind of the next life, is full of pebbles and stones, misery, nothing but misery. And if this last mind of this life is full of butter, light, then the next mind is automatically full of butter. It is a product of the last mind. Last mind is very important. That means one has to learn how to die. Die smilingly. And this is what Vipassana teaches you. Anyone who gets established in Vipassana, even little bit established, we have noticed that of course everyone dies, even a Vipassana meditator has to die. Vipassana meditators, when they die, there is not a single case, only one case, little doubtful, otherwise hundreds who have died. Not a single person has died unconscious, not a single person has died crying or with fear. Everybody dies consciously and smilingly. Oh, death is coming, with this sensation, coming, has come. So, you observe. Why cry? There is a promotion, there is no demotion. People cry because they see demotion. There is demotion, so they cry. When there is promotion, no crying. You are going in a better place, you are being promoted. Vipassana meditator never cries in death, learns the art of dying. And art of dying will be only perfect when you learn art of living. If you keep on crying whole life and then you want at the time of death I will smile, impossible. So you have to learn how to smile whole life. Art of living will turn into art of dying. Art of living, this is what you are learning now. Everything that happens outside creates a sensation inside. And this first part will know something is happening. The second part will start giving evaluation, and this evaluation will turn the sensation pleasant or unpleasant. If you train your mind not to get affected by these sensations, pleasant or unpleasant, not to react to the sensations, pleasant, unpleasant, then you are changing the habit pattern of your mind at the deepest level. Even if you react, the sankhara will not be that deep because you won't be repeating again and again. You will come to senses. Of course, now it's just a beginning. Now just a beginning. In 1 hour, most of the time you will be repeating this sankhara again and again. Oh, so much of pain, what sort of meditation is this, so much pain, I don't like pain. You are repeating, old habit is there. But you get few moments when you say, all right, let me see how long it lasts. I don't react, I don't generate sankhara of aversion, and I observe. Few moments, wonderful moments. When you are just observing, your head is above the water. And then you again start reacting, your head has gone below the water, and you don't know where you are flowing. And after some time again the head comes above the water. Those few moments when your head is above the water are wonderful moments. Those few moments will turn into few seconds, and these few seconds will turn into few minutes, and like this slowly you turn the table. You change the habit pattern of your mind, you come out of this misery. Every time you react and you keep on reacting for longer periods, you find you are just sunk in misery, sunk in misery. Come out of it, come out of it. A very wonderful technique is there.